Welcome to Code as Teach, your topics, our views. Now let's start discussing how a Python program will be communicating to the Mongo database. But before that, I want to have a brief discussion about the MongoDB. What is MongoDB? Why we need this? Why don't we use RDBMS? Okay. So MongoDB is a database that's based upon document database. It's a document database. So schema is not fixed. In RDBMS, if you compare it with the RDBMS like Oracle or the Microsoft SQL Server, it has the database and table. In table, you define the schema, like the first column should be integer, second column should be varchar or string, third column will be bit or boolean. Here you can change the schema at runtime. It's not the fixed schema. So that is one of the biggest flexibility. You can store the file in a BSON format. So BSON is by default MongoDB is using BSON, not JSON. There is in a JSON decimal is not supported. In decimal specification, decimal is not supported. That's why MongoDB works on BSON format. Okay, it's the binary representation of the JSON known as BSON. Okay, a big difference in a MongoDB, in RDBMS a table, in a database MongoDB is the same as a database. In RDBMS we know as a table. In MongoDB, it's a collection. In RDBMS, like Oracle or SQL Server, it's a row of the table. Here, document of the table. Okay, index is there. So there is a bit nomenclature difference between the RDBMS and the MongoDB, but the concept is mostly same. Okay. It also gives you what is the benefit here. So it is a document database. It's a dynamic because you can change at the runtime. Schema will be flexible. In RDBMS, we have to define first a schema, like table should have this number of column and this column has these data types. But here it's not necessary to define the schema. Okay. The second thing, if you want to store an array or the list of the product, you cannot do that in RDBMS. Either we have to store it into a file and then file should be placed as a blob data type. In MongoDB, it gives you the flexibility. If you have knowledge of the JSON or the BSON, you have already understood how JSON works. If you have not, I have already made a video how to read JSON file where I give the brief description about the JSON, how it looks like. So it handles all the JSON file in a simple. Okay. Now let's start. So MongoDB is you can say open source also for community, like for development purpose or the small company. It has enterprise version also. There are two versions. One is you can download it and install on your local computer. Second, it also gives you the flexibility for cloud version. So here I am saying you with the cloud version. It's not the local version. So better to have some demo or some work. If you want to create a small project or a small demo, you can directly go there. So open the mongodb.com and there is two options you will get. One is either on a cloud based or your local based. Okay, on your own environment. So click on any one. If you want to work on the local version, you can have to download it and then run it. If you want to work it on a cloud version, you don't have to install anything. It will give you the cluster. Okay. So once you log in, it will create the cluster. Choose the cluster based upon your location. So suppose if you are in India, choose the SCN one. If you are in the US, then based upon that, they will give you the facility so that it's easier to collect. Okay. So cluster we have cleared. This is how we can install the MongoDB. Now how we install the driver for connecting with the Python. So pymongo is the driver. Okay, so how we can connect. For installing this, you can go to the command prompt and then command prompt you have to right side pip install pymongo. Okay, this one is the command to installing the pymongo, or this is the Mongo driver for connecting with the Python. Okay, once I have already installed that. Once you install this and write simple command import pymongo, try to run it. If it's run successful, it means that it's installed correctly. Okay. Okay. So we have installed the Mongo driver, pymongo module driver. So it means that the connectivity between. Now we have to choose the connectivity between your Python application and the MongoDB. So either there is two options. If you have installed it in a local drive, then you have to connect it through localhost and then pass the port number 27071 or 27017 on which you have installed. If you have not gone there, you have working on the cloud. I have shown you the demo of the cloud. Okay, you have see here. If you click on the cluster, there is one connect option. If you click here, connect. Okay, it will open three options. There is three way of connecting to this cluster 2. Okay, first one is with the Mongo shell, second one will be directly your application, third one is your MongoDB Compass. It will give you the GUI based. Okay, let's select like connect to your application. So it gives you the driver of various applications, like if you have C, C++, C Sharp, .NET, Go, Java, any language. So we have selected the Python. You have to select the version, on which version Python installed on your computer. Let's see here. And this is the connection string. Okay, only thing we have to do is we have to change the username and the password and the database name. So once you copy this, we have to change three things. Username by default there, we have to change the password on which we have created this and the database name. Right, rest we don't have to do. Okay, and click on the connect. Okay, close. So this one, and if you here check here collection means tables. Okay, so I have created one employee table. Okay, now let's try to see here whether it's connected or not. So we have to write this Mongo client. If you have installed in a local machine, we don't have to do this. We have to just write something like py mongo and then Mongo client, and then pass the local host or the IP address of your machine and the port number. In general, by default, it's installed on the 2S7017. If you have installed on any other local port, you have to write this. See here. Okay. But I have directly working on the cloud based. Okay. So we have to pass this. So username, I have created the same. The object name, I have created this imply. Let's see client. So database, how we will get the database? So there is two way of getting the database. How? There is either you can write client dot imply. Okay, or there is another ways. So database 1 client and then pass the database name. Okay, there is a simple way of getting this. Let's see whether it's connected or not. Okay, if it's not giving anything, it means it's connected to this imply table, right? If it is not connected, if you provide something like wrong, let's see 2 or 3, it will throw an error. It's throw an exception that the user ID and password is not correct. Sometime if we are connecting to this MongoDB plus SRV, it means that cloud based. You have to install one more thing, that is pip. You have to write pip install pi mongo and then SRP. Why? Because sometimes your DNS name is not recognized, so it needs that. Okay, but on a local machine, if you have installed it on your local environment, that's not required. Okay. So this is the small way, a small demo about how to connect to the Mongo, how we create the MongoDB. See, very easy to go to the cloud and create it. We don't need anything like on your machine, 64-bit machine or something. Okay. In the next video, I will be showing you how to create the collection, how to insert the data, how to update the data, how to delete the data. Okay, from the MongoDB. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe it. Thank you.